Islam, everyone. Peace and love. I just wanted to come over here today and give everyone a reminder of the divine warning. Um, it's in the Moorish literature book from R.V. Bay Publications, and it's on page 2. I just want to go over a few parts, well, a couple sentences, I'll say, maybe about halfway down in the first page or second page. And it states, there is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government of the earth, and it comes only through the connection of the Moorish Divine and National Movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights unmolested by other citizens, that they can cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the government, and not under granted privilege, as has been existing conditions for many generations. Now, I wanted to point out that the prophet spoke on casting a free national ballot, which is one thing that a lot of Moors that I bump into, they don't seem to understand. And I do understand everyone's want to create local self-jurisdiction, but at the same time, at some point, if a Moor does want to run for the corporation or a corporation, we need somebody to be able to vote on them in some capacity. And if you understand, overstand, and understand the way voting goes, no one that actually casts a vote for the president of the corporation is anyone that's not an elected official in the Continental Congress. Excuse me, I mean the Electoral College. So anyone that's not in the Electoral College is not going to be voting for the actual president. And everyone else's vote basically counts on a local level. So we should be able to vote on a local level, and that's how we actually cast our free national ballot. And at some point, we're going to need to get our block together to have a full formal voting block. But until then, what we could do is at least correct and clarify our citizenship, and correct our voter registration cards. And I'm going to just give an example of what's in my paperwork when I went through this process and actually got a corrected card for me and my wife. And one of the things that most Moors don't know about is expatriation and the levels to it. And when I say levels to it, I mean not expatriating down to a point where you're stateless, need a green card, and people had that fear of getting deported somewhere. What I'm talking about is expatriation from the U.S. corporation. Now here, let me go in. The right to vote is an absolute and natural right of being a state citizen, something the prophet also spoke of in the divine warning. He mentioned being a state citizen. And it cannot, by operation of law, be turned into government privilege, coercing me into becoming the type of citizen I do not choose to be, or coercing me to participate in an illegal and unethical state or federal income tax system. Powerful enough by itself. But let's go on. Almost a century ago, Congress declared that the right of expatriation, including expatriation from the District of Columbia, or U.S. Inc., the corporation, is a natural and inherent right of the people, indisposable to the enjoyment of the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuits of happiness, and declared that any declarations, instructions, opinions, order, or decisions of an officer of this government which denies, restricts, impairs, or questions the right of expatriation is hereby declared inconsistent with the fundamental principles of this government. And then it goes in on the court case where it can be found. citing all the references. It looks to be 3 or 4. And anybody interested in this particular document, you can hit me up and or shoot your email in the comment down below, and I can definitely get you this document. And pretty much by the state accepting this affidavit that I sent to them, clarifying my citizenship and stating that I was expatriating from the U.S. corporation, it's all acceptance. And just to show people it is real. Now, I did cut out my address so you can't see all my information, but my wife's card and mine. So with that, I'm going to yield for y'all. Peace and love, family.